Alright, let's see if we can get a better understanding on our situation here, guys. Alright, everybody, welcome to the show. This is you, Captain, speaking, and we're working on a 2011 Dodge Charger. What are you doing, cat? No, it's not my cat, but I respect it. It's climbing all over my vehicle and I ain't even mad. You know, it's a cat and it's doing cat things. So we're diagnosing a coolant leak under the intake. Could be, well, let's be real. Could be oil cooler, could be a hose. I've done oil coolers on this car in the past. Not saying that's exactly what it is, but you know, history is history on this car, and I absolutely hate these 3.6 bastards. But I keep working on it. Alright, so there's that clamp, so that should remove. There's that, and it's out of the way. My alarm harness down here, those are out of the way. And you. And you. Do, do, do. I don't remember those being that big. It's because they're not. It's because they're 10s. I needed those elsewhere. Where are those 8s? Those are 8s. What the hell am I thinking? Not everybody's perfect, guys. I wish we was. But you always go front to back. I'll make sure I got all these. Ditch the keys. Part 1. Yes, there's a couple of them here that are, there's a couple of bolts that have naturally become missing over time. I didn't bring my fuel on disconnect tool. Well, fuck. It's okay. Don't look like I needed it. Leave that. So, get this harness out of the way. Apparently I have to put a coil on this bad boy at some point in time, or to move it. So Stubborn she be. Hey man, I appreciate it. We're just you know, if people count was what I was after, man, it'd be a totally different story. I got a buddy of mine, it's his car, it broke last night. I come figured out about what I was going to need tool-wise. And, you know, he's watching with me, I'm sure. If you see Retro Red pop up in chat, that's the owner of the car. Just hanging out, doing what I do, and we'll probably stream together live later. I'll be on my other channel, the 82nd Legion. Got a coolant link we're fixing here. It's you know, it's not the end of the world, not the greatest of situations, but when, you know, Retro Red is a good friend of mine. I can't exactly complain. I'm a freelance mechanic at this point in time, and I titled the stream as a hack mechanic. And because let's be real, this car has been put together with baling wire and duct tape for a little while now, because some parts are just not readily available, and I get that. And and I don't, man, if I can get you back on the road, yes, it may not be the prettiest in the world, but if you're going from A to B and you're getting there safely, then how does it matter how it's done? I enjoy doing stuff correctly. Hey, welcome to the chat, Retro Red. Man, appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. Listening to me rant and ramble. Yeah, I've about got it took apart, John, to figure out what's going on with it. You streaming this evening, Retro Red? I know you're occupied, but I think it actually dissipated a lot of the fuel pressure that was built up. Heck yes, I didn't get sprayed with fuel. Hey, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for hanging out and watching me work this afternoon. We're in the Eastern time zone. I've got the quietest neighbors in the country in my backyard. Well, his backyard. They never complain, and they move new ones in all the time. Ain't that right, Retro Red? And guess what? Guess what we got, guys? Yep, that's it. We have got ourselves an exposed valley. Well, almost got an exposed valley. There we go. Voila. Get that set off out and over off to the side. See what I can find here. Man, I don't want to tear into this terribly bad. But, can't find the leak, or I can't trace the leak. Fuck. Retro Red, you still hanging out in chat? Yeah, I need your opinion here, sir. Because I am... It's hard to say, but I think... Where's that line run to? Well, I don't know how bad it is. I'm fixing to have to go exploring a little deeper. But if I go exploring a little deeper, there's a possibility I contaminate oil. So... Man, I wonder, I brought a pair, I brought a specific pair of needle nose pliers to work on this bad boy, because I knew what was going to happen. See if I can get this hose loose. Oh, shit. All right, let's get this damn oil pressure sensor out of here. Or it's kind of temp sensor. Get that bad boy tucked back and out of the way. There's the oil pressure sending unit. Just FYI, you're going to be down 2 to 3 days, minimum. System pressurized. What the fuck? Or is that a vacuum? Man. Screw it. I don't want to do it this way. But we're about to. So for anybody looking to buy one of these, Can I make a recommendation? It's the greatest one ever. I promise. Don't. Well, that ain't fucking cool. God damn it. Yep. I believe this problem surfaced itself right there. What it is, these coolers, they contract and expand and everything. And this one, like everything else, has decided to I will be draining the oil and stuff on this bad boy before I crank it. So any and all antifreeze that's managed to find its way into the engine block will not continue to become a problem. Okay. Oh, get our pliers out. Let's knock this damn. I'm a hack, but I'm not that much of a hack, guys, I promise. So, let's check his hose. It's hard and brittle. Pretty sure that one gets replaced. Get some of this moisture up out of here. I'm not going to get it all. Never on a Dodge, kids. You know, decisions was made. Awesome. You know, when the owner's watching along, it makes life somewhat easier. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We are about to look and see what the failure was. So Retro Red, I think... Yeah, I'm gonna have to put an oil killer on this bad boy, man. Just so, what's concerning me here is there's a gap, and this thing was pouring water, and it's pouring water out of that port right there. Do I bolt this thing back down with fresh gaskets and try it? Man, this is a I mean, the hose wasn't, I didn't see nothing leaking out of the hose, so that kind of leads that as the only other piece in there. You know, if this had a 1-year warranty on it, there's a possibility it's out of warranty. And that's going to suck ass. Okay. Set that over there out of the way for a moment. Clean up our mess. And we'll start the rest of this, I reckon. To clean up and get ready for the next phase. Set it to where I can actually keep an eye on you guys. So all I'm doing now is cleaning up the valley on this bad boy, so I can wait parts to arrive or see what I can find today. I'm not entirely certain how this is going to work. I just know that I'm going to do some cleanup before I proceed further, because I don't... Let's get as much mess out of the valley as we can. And, you know, I'm honestly welcoming the people telling me I'm doing it wrong in the comments. Because I ain't saying that I am, but I'm not saying I'm doing it right either. There's a difference between right and wrong and getting it done. So... You know, sometimes you just gotta pick battles you want to win and win them. That's the deal. Not every battle is winnable, but they're not all worth losing. Oh, ho ho ho. Man, I want to thank each and every one of y'all that's watching and hanging out with me today. I really do. I appreciate it. I don't do this because I'm after views or anything else. I do this because, well, I want to. Just hanging around, helping, doing good deeds for those who need them at a reasonable price without, you know... Let's be real. Auto shops charge way too fucking much for what they do. Rent time. Okay. I'm an ex-auto mechanic. I worked in the shop. I worked in the shop that was a fab shop, and we worked on cars. Tim, man, yeah. You know, that's, you're not wrong, because this is the 4th oil cooler that this car's had on it. This will be the third one I've put on it. I'll just leave it at that. And it's not because I believe I'm going to go hunt down a Dorman cooler here and see if that'll permanently solve the problem. Because what I've currently done sucks ass. And I'm tired of doing this job. And I'm sure somebody else is tired of me doing this job. And that would be Retro Red, mainly. And I can't say that I blame him. I'd be tired of paying me to do it too. Just being honest. Yeah, this 3.6 has had a water leakage problem since day one. And, you know, I've done everything but head gaskets on it at this point. Did I do a water pump on it, Retro Red? I can't remember if I've done a water pump, but I know I've done about everything else. And you know, I'm ready to. Oh, as a mechanic, as the mechanic working on this car consistently, I'll be glad to see it go because I'm tired of taking money out of the owner's pocket. There's one for you guys. I'm tired of working on the car because I'm tired of the owner paying me to work on it. You don't get mechanics that'll tell you that very much. A lot of times we'll welcome you with open arms and say, come on back. We love this piece of shit. I'm not that guy. I just want to fix your shit and get it going. I want to make sure you can go from A to B and do it safely. You know, that's all I'm after. There you go. Happy trails from the captain. Anybody wish to send donations or anything? Well, I wish I had a way to set it all up. I don't at the moment, so hang on to your money. Go buy you a coffee or a beer, because apparently you need it as much as I do. Oh, it's break time. I'm trying to die over here. Alright. Got this thing diagnosed. I think I'm going to have to, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to sign off here to round up some parts. And go from there. But, you know, we'll clean on this thing in a few more minutes, hang out with you guys. Any questions for the captain? What do we got, guys? Let me hear it. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I should do. You know, we've got what is deemed to be a faulty oil cooler on a 2011 Dodge Charger with a 3.6. For anybody asking, I highly recommend that if you own one of these, that you send it on down the road as quickly as possible. I get it. There was a great budget car for somebody wanting go fast looks, but couldn't afford that go fast package. That's what these cars was, with a V6 in them. But the owner knows I'm bashing this car because he bashes it right alongside me. So you can't give me shit there. You know, we'll I do think it's about that time. I am going to take, I know I got some oil in this intake port back here, and I'm going to send a paper towel down, fold it up somewhat nice and neatly on a screwdriver to try and absorb some of that. Not trying to put a ton of pressure on there, just trying to absorb any oil that might have gotten trapped in there. Because I know some did leak out of the oil cooler and run down the intake port. Press F to pay respects to the yet another Dodge 3.6 fallen oil cooler. Press F to pay respects. You know, my daily driver is a pair of Nikes. Or, well, not even Nikes. I think they're New Balances. That's my daily driver. And I'll probably keep it that way for a little bit. But, so what's going to happen from here is I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go round up parts. I would normally take y'all on this adventure, but I kind of need my phone to round up parts, and I can't use my phone and stream at the same time. So now that I know what we need, I'm going to go ahead and put a fresh heater hose on this bat, or fresh oil cooler coolant line on this bad boy. Keep stuff out of the intake ports here. All this will be pulled before the intake goes back on it. And all we're doing is keeping big stuff out of it. And as we pull it out, this stuff will pull anything that may have gotten trapped with it. There we go. All right. So from here, this is where I wave goodbye to you guys. This is you, Captain. And if I get parts, I'll be back to put this thing back together here shortly. We'll see you then. This is you, Captain, and I'm out. Appreciate everybody for watching. And it's been an absolute blast. And just kind of a overview of what we're working on here. You know, there's a lot of things I'd rather be working on today. This isn't one of them. I'm at the point where I got to have parts now that I know officially what's bad. I was really hoping it was that heater hose back there. I was wrong. You know, I'm going to go see what I can do on this and go from there, because it's all I can do. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I'll be back later.